Nice. This is insane.
Tail, tail.
That one's my favourite.
Good dear. Off you pop.
I look cool wearing it and I'm not afraid to say it. That is disgusting. It's so pretty here. It's shopping time. Wow. Hey, what's up guys, it's Kira and welcome back to my channel and welcome to, I believe this is part 5 of our USA road trip. We are currently in Oregon. Yesterday we went to Crater Lake National Park, which was unbelievable. We actually almost didn't include this in our itinerary because it was quite a detour, but it was so worth it. I'm so glad we included it. It's probably my favorite national park and we've been to a fair few over the last month or so now. It was just stunning. We got so lucky with beautiful weather and we also got lucky because a lot of the trails had just started opening up in the last few days. We swam in the lake. It was freezing but stunning. Now today is the day that we actually start our drive up the Oregon coast. We've got the next few days making our way up and eventually we'll go to Portland and then Seattle, and that will be our last stop in the US before we cross the border into Canada. This is ridiculous, but one thing I'm loving about Oregon so far is the lack of sales tax. It's just so disheartening when you buy anything here and you know that you have to add a certain amount on for the tip and then you also have to add on a certain amount for tax, so you think you've spent something but you've actually spent so much more. So I'm really enjoying that we don't have to pay sales tax here, and that means I will be doing some shopping at some point in the next week or so. That's where we're at. We're just gonna pack up our things and get on the road. I have so much sand in my shoes right now. About 6 p.m. right now. We've just checked into our hotel in Florence. I'd say we've probably done like 5 or 6 hours of driving today, just because it took us a couple of hours to actually get onto the Oregon coast. We started in Brookings, obviously made quite a few stops all the way up, and now, like I said, we're in Florence for the night, and I think we're just gonna have a chill night. We're gonna get some Taco Bell, sit in bed, and probably watch our TV show. We're currently watching Ted Lasso, which we're actually both enjoying. I'd say it's pretty good for couples. It's really funny. I didn't think I'd be that interested because it's about football, but it's more of a comedy than anything else, and I'm kind of addicted. So that is the night we're in for, and then tomorrow we're going to explore Florence a bit before heading off. The plan is to end up in Depot Bay, which is supposed to be a really good whale watching spot. So we've booked a whale watching tour for the day after tomorrow, but I'm kind of hoping we maybe see some just from the cliff tops tomorrow. I've heard that there are some really good spots and you'll have a good chance year round of seeing whales there, so I'm excited for that, but I'm also just excited for a really chill night tonight because I am so tired. So I will catch up with you in the morning. just arrived in Depot Bay and checked into our hotel for the night, and this is our room. It's absolutely stunning. So as you walk through, you obviously have the bed, we've got a little dining area, but probably the best part is this view. We've got an ocean view room. I could literally sit on the balcony and whale watch if I wanted to. We also have a fireplace, which is very new. We haven't had any hotel rooms with a fireplace, and I just think this is so cozy. I love it. And then this is the bathroom. So we're gonna quickly unload our stuff and then head out for some dinner and drinks. Good morning, guys. It's currently 8 a.m. I'm up bright and early this morning because honestly I'm kind of obsessed with our hotel room and I really want to make the most of it while we have it. And as per usual, I'm also still behind on editing, so I figured I would get a head start on the morning, grab us some coffees and then cozy up by the fireplace and get going with the editing. And then later on at about 11 a.m. we have a whale tour booked. Yesterday we got really unlucky when we arrived in Depot Bay because the weather has been so hazy, and I'm really hoping by later this morning it clears up so that we have a good view for some whale watching, because that would be really cool. Let's go grab some coffees and get started with our day. We obviously have to get some ice cream to try, so we've got the Tillamook mudslide, white chocolate raspberry, and this is mint chocolate chip. That's really good.
Cling. That's my favourite so far.
You're gonna like this one. That one's my favourite.
That was my favourite.
That's a really good mint choc. Good morning. Today is our last day on the Oregon coast before we head to Portland this evening. We stayed overnight in Tillamook. We ended up going to the creamery and cheese factory yesterday, which was actually really fun. Loads of people recommended it. We just did the free self-guided tour and it was totally worth it because they had loads of free tasters, and then we obviously bought a block of cheese from the gift shop so that we can have our cheese and wine night either tonight or tomorrow in Portland, which will be fun. Today we are going to head to Canon Beach, which I've heard really good things about, and then make our way over to Portland. It's currently about 3 p.m. We have had the loveliest morning in Canon Beach. Pretty much we just walked along the entire beach until we got to Haystack Rock, sat there for a bit, read my book, which was so lovely, and then we wandered around the shops, grabbed some lunch, and now we're at Ecola State Park to do a walk, which should be really nice. I think this is our last stop on the Oregon coast before we make our way to Portland this evening, and it's been really nice. We've been blessed with really good weather today, which has been nice because yesterday it was so misty and foggy, and it really does make a huge difference when you get some good weather. So I'm really enjoying today. It's been a good day so far. It's about 8 p.m. right now and we just arrived at our hotel in Portland. I literally ran straight to the bathroom, showered and put my pajamas on. I just want to be cozy, comfy. But we're actually staying here for 4 nights because I wanted to stay somewhere that there wasn't necessarily a lot to do or a lot of restaurants that I was interested in eating at, because I want to try all of the foods that I've seen online. Like, I follow a lot of American influencers and there's so much food that I just really want to try, and I figured this would be the best opportunity. So we got a hotel with a little kitchenette and we grabbed a few supplies for tonight. We're gonna do a wine and cheese night, and then tomorrow I'm gonna head back to probably Trader Joe's and grab some other things that I've just seen so much of, because also I'm a vegetarian celiac and there are so many options for me here. So many things come in like the normal version and a gluten-free version, and I love it. I just feel like the luckiest girl. So I want to try all that stuff. So this is what our room looks like as you walk in. Obviously just standard bedroom, TV, little desk area, and then this is our little kitchenette. I didn't know before we booked, but we don't actually have utensils or crockery, which is so annoying. So since I realized that, I've literally been hoarding like paper plates. We've got our plastic cups. I've got loads of plastic cutlery just so that we can make it through. And then when I buy food tomorrow, I'm gonna see what we actually need in terms of like, I might buy a pan or something from Goodwill or another thrift store. But for now, I've unloaded everything. This is our snack drawer. These are going to be used for our cheese and wine night. I've got pretzel crisps, which is something that I've seen and I'm so excited to try. So I'm going to get all of that sorted now. We've got some gluten-free crackers as well as gluten-free bread for myself. And then we've got a variety of dips. So we picked up this mango habanero pepper jelly. It looks so good. And then we've got some olives, bread for Harry, and then a couple of different types of cheese that we picked up from Tillamook. And to pair with it all, we've got a dry Riesling from our trip to Napa the other day. Okay, today is the day. I am going on the shopping trip of my dreams. There are so many stores here that we just don't have in the UK, and I see all my favorite influencers going to these places, and I have been so excited to just go and browse, take my time. And because of that, it's going to be a solo trip, because that's Harry's worst nightmare, honestly. So he's going to do his own thing, I'm going to go shopping, and I'm so excited. We've got Walmart, Trader Joe's, and then obviously some like actual shopping. I want to go to Marshall's, Ross, maybe Nordstrom. Like literally there are so many things on my list. I also, like I mentioned yesterday, want to buy some different foods that I've seen all over the place that I really want to try. So there's a lot on the agenda today. It's going to be a great day. Today, ironically, is also Harry and I's 6-year anniversary. So this evening we will be going out for dinner and drinks, which will be really nice. But for today, it's shopping time. I'm ready. First stop is Walmart. I'm going to head off there now. Okay, I just made my way to a mall called Cascade Station, and it's got pretty much all of the shops that I want to go into. So I'm going to start off with Marshall's and then make my way to Old Navy. I think there's a Target nearby. I'm just going to have a little browse. Okay, overall I'd say that was actually fairly successful. I went into today with a really random list of things that I wanted, but the main thing I wanted to do was go to Trader Joe's, pick up some everyday essentials that I don't have access to in the UK, and I also wanted to pick up some foods that I wanted to try over the next few days. Other than that, I only had a couple things on my list in terms of clothing items. I really just wanted to find a cute long dress for summer, and then it was pretty much just like random bits and bobs. So I ended up going to Marshall's, where I found this stunning butter yellow summer dress. It's a tiny bit long on me because I'm only 5 foot something, and this is a maxi, so it's probably a normal length on taller people, but I could not resist. It was stunning. And then I went into a shop called Maurice's. I'd never heard of it, but they had a really good sale going on, and I picked this dress up. I think I filmed a try on, but this actually hits more like a midi on me, which I like. She actually gave to me for sale price. It was originally supposed to be $40, but she gave it to me for $27, which was really lovely because I was umming and ahhing for ages on that one. I couldn't really justify getting two fairly expensive maxi dresses when I don't wear maxi dresses a lot. I'm trying to. That's why I was looking for some cute longer dresses, because I think they just look so pretty, easy, casual, like you've just thrown something on but you look so classy, and that's the vibe I would love. And then in Walmart, I picked up a couple of these native deodorants, something I've seen all over social media but have never been able to try. I got sea salt and cedar and eucalyptus and mint. They both smell so good and I'm excited to try these out. I also got some melatonin because this comes in really handy, especially doing night shifts as a doctor, and we can't buy it in the UK, so I'm taking that home. And then from the gluten-free section, I found gluten-free Pop-Tarts. I have not had a Pop-Tart in probably like 12 years, if not more, and I'm so excited to try these. Honestly, it's just so nostalgic to me. I also found these gluten-free everything pretzel chips. We ended up having the originals of these yesterday with our cheese and wine night, which were amazing. I also picked up an Amy's gluten-free cheese and bean burrito. These are so nice. We do actually have these in the UK. I've had them before, but they're very convenient and they are really yummy. And then randomly, the last things that I got from Walmart were just some plastic plates, because the paper plates are not going to cut it in our little kitchenette. I did try and hoard as many paper plates as I could, but once you eat once on them, they're obviously dirty and very difficult to clean. So these were 25 cents each. I figured we may as well just get those so that we can actually enjoy our food over the next few days. And then from arguably my favorite shop in the US, Trader Joe's, I picked up some bits that I want to take home with me. I am going to attempt to fit all of this in my luggage. I purposefully packed lighter than I would have because I knew I was going to do some shopping out here. So I got the chili onion crunch, and then I picked up some spices and seasonings, things that I've never seen in the UK but I think I'll love. The green goddess seasoning just sounded so good pretty much on any vegetable. I feel like I could use that. And then these two are oldies but goodies. I have these already. I've tried them before. The everything but the bagel and the ranch seasoning, both incredible, needed a restock. I also actually did pick up the Trader Joe's tote bags. I got two because I think they're an incredible size and they just look cool. I look cool wearing it and I'm not afraid to say it. This has actually been such a fun day, but it's now almost 5 p.m, so I need to get back to the hotel, get ready, and then we are going to go out for drinks and dinner tonight and celebrate 6 years of being together, which will be fun.
You're getting a Pop-Tart?
Yeah, do you want to try?
I'll try a bite.
I'm excited. Falafel wrap with a gluten-free wrap, please. Thank you. Yum. Okay, we've had a fairly chill day just wandering around Old Town Portland today. We ended up going to the Saturday market this morning and I figured I would share the couple of bits that I did get for myself. So first things first, I got these adorable little earrings. These were only $6 and I really like the style of them. And then the only other thing that I got was just this cotton headband. I thought that was really cute. $5, supposedly 100% cotton from Nepal. I'm gonna hand wash it now just because it kind of smells a bit funky, but I thought that was quite cute. And then I stopped through Sephora and I got my favorite lip balms. I could not resist. I love these. And that is everything that I got. So this evening we're gonna have a cozy night in. I'm gonna make a home cooked meal. I'm gonna make the veggie meatballs with a vodka sauce pasta. I think it's gonna be so nice. Tomorrow we're actually going whitewater rafting, which will be really fun. And then I think we're gonna visit a very cool waterfall on the way back. So a very jam-packed day tomorrow, which is nice, but I'm grateful to have a chill night for tonight, especially because we ended up having quite a lot of cider yesterday. I feel like we're both feeling it today and we just want to relax a little bit. We have officially arrived in Seattle. It's like 9 p.m. right now, but I figured I haven't really given an update in a while. We decided to stop through Mount Rainier National Park on the way from Portland to Seattle because it broke up the journey, and obviously we'd seen a lot about it. It's supposed to be a beautiful place, but unfortunately we got so unlucky with the weather conditions. The first walk that I planned for us to do was the Skyline Loop Trail, which was supposed to be stunning. We were going to hike up to Panorama Point, supposed to have an incredible view, but when we got like maybe halfway up there, I think maybe less than halfway up there, it was just so cloudy and misty. We spoke to another couple and they were like, you're not going to see much there. And also we just were not prepared because they said there was snow up there and we were just in our normal trainers, like it just wasn't going to happen. So we ended up having to turn around. We did a different walk instead, which was stunning, really lovely. The conditions throughout the whole day meant we didn't actually see Mount Rainier. We still made the most of the day. It was nice, and now here we are in Seattle, our last stop of the US before we move on to Canada, which is mental. Time is going so fast. It's so bittersweet because we've obviously been having the best time. We're gonna make the most out of our 2 days in Seattle before we move on to Vancouver, and I'm so excited because I'm a massive Grey's Anatomy fan. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so excited. I've never been, so we're gonna do all of the touristy stuff and it's gonna be amazing. I do not like that one as much at all.
I prefer that.
Candied ginger, that's what I can taste. I'm not a big fan of ginger like that. That is disgusting.
And we're checking in.
Right, we're gonna go.
Second deck refreshment bar. First of all, do I have any locals on board? You can only see Mount Rainier 90 days out of the year, sitting just above 14,400 feet tall.
Holy fuck. Good morning. It's officially our last full day in the US, which is absolutely mental and so sad because time has been going so quickly. Honestly, I'm loving Seattle. I kind of wish we had more days here because it's known for how much it rains, and we have been blessed with sunny weather. It's gorgeous outside. Yesterday was so fun, and today is going to be even better because we're doing all of the typical like touristy things. We're going up the Space Needle this morning. We're going to do the Museum of Pop Culture, and then we're going to go back to the Space Needle at night to see that view. I think that'll be so fun. I also love that a lot of the things we've done have like subtle Grey's Anatomy references. If you know me, you know I'm absolutely obsessed. I'm just really enjoying it. It's really lived up to the hype for me, if not surpassed it, because I'd never really heard that much about Seattle. I've just seen a lot of it obviously in Grey's Anatomy.